but I can honestly say I treasure hair tag hair.
I feel like I embody the word daring.
I'm daring because I defy a lot of the norms.
What makes me daring? I think what makes me daring is because when I'm against the odds, or when I feel like things are falling apart, or when things are going wrong, it's something inside of me that causes me to bounce back and persevere. No, I haven't always been daring, but I think I went through some things. Some of them were traumatizing and some of them were a lot for me to bear that caused me to be daring, because I never wanted to ever feel like that again. The advice that I would give to my younger self before I became daring is never be afraid to be comfortable in your own skin, and never be afraid to not allow people to make you uncomfortable in your own skin, and never be afraid to do what it is that you need to do to make sure that you're okay. I think the most daring thing I ever done overall in my whole life was to go outside of the box and tell my school guidance counselor that I was being sexually abused. That was really hard for me to do because I felt like everyone else that I ever told, nothing never happened. So for me to let that out to a stranger was very hard for me, but it changed my life. The advice that I would give to younger girls that are insecure about being themselves is usually what you're insecure about is like a superpower. The thing that you think is the worst about you is what somebody else actually marvels about you. The thing that you think that makes you the worst or just not good enough is usually what makes you good enough. So don't so much concentrate on that insecurity because it makes you different, but appreciate it because it makes you different, if that makes sense. Truth. The most childish thing that I did when I was little that I still do now is I had an imaginary friend when I was little, and that kind of got me through a lot of stuff, especially with me being the only girl. So I would say I don't necessarily have an imaginary friend now, but like whenever I'm going through something, I like get in my car like by myself, and like I'll encourage myself, like I'm speaking to myself. So I guess you can call that childish.